Grady Stiles Jr. is a rarity in the world of human marvels. By many accounts, this terror was every bit the monster he appeared to be. The Stiles family has been afflicted for over a century with ectrodactyly, a condition commonly known as the lobster claw syndrome. It is a rare deformity of the hands where the middle digit is missing, and the hand is cleft where the metacarpal of the finger should be. This split often gives the hand the appearance of lobster claws, although cases range in severity. Often this condition occurs in both the hands and the feet. While it is an inherent condition, it can skip a generation. While the term ectrodactyly sounds medically sterile when compared to lobster claw syndrome, William Stiles was apparently the first in the family to display the condition in 1805. He was followed by Jacob Stiles, Alyssa Stiles, and then Grady Stiles Sr. Grady Sr. was a sideshow attraction, and when Grady Franklin Stiles Jr., the Lobster Boy, was born in Pittsburgh on July 18, 1937, his father added him to the show at a young age. Grady's condition was so severe he couldn't walk. He learned to use his hands and his arms to get around. As a result, he developed incredible upper body strength. Surprisingly enough, he married twice and had 4 children. 2 of those children, a girl named Kathy and a boy named Grady III, were born with variations of the lobster claw disease. Although the siblings were from different mothers, they sometimes toured together as the Lobster family. Grady had a dark side as well. He was known to be an extremely violent drunk. He often used his frightening strength to beat his wife and his children. When his oldest daughter, Donna, fell in love and became engaged with a young man in 1978, Grady didn't approve with her choice. He became violent and got physical with her. Donna's young fiancé stepped in. He stuck up for his fiancée and confronted Grady on it. A week later, the night before the pair was to be married, Grady picked up a shotgun and murdered the young groom in cold blood. The trial was a media circus, no pun intended. In court, Grady openly confessed to his crime and showed no remorse. However, he didn't serve 1 day in jail for the murder. He used his condition to his advantage. It was stated that since the prison system was not equipped to deal with his disability, confining him to such an institution would constitute cruel and unusual punishment. Grady was let off with 15 years probation. Following these events, Grady felt invincible. When he resumed beating his family, one of his favorite taunts was, "I killed before and I got away with it. I can do it again." Amazingly, during this time, Stiles remarried his first wife, Mary Teresa. She left her new husband, a sideshow dwarf known as the world's smallest man, to remarry Grady and almost instantly regretted her choice. Stiles had quit drinking and convinced her he was a better man. However, he soon began drinking again and his family claimed that he had become even more abusive and more violent. In 1992, Teresa, together with her son from a previous marriage, Harry Glenn Newman Jr., hired a 17-year-old sideshow performer named Chris Wyant to kill Stiles for $1,500. Harry was convicted of first-degree murder and received a life sentence, and Chris was convicted of a second-degree murder and received a 27-year sentence. Stiles' son, Grady Stiles III, disputed the claim that Teresa had him murdered. According to him, his mother Teresa and father were arguing. Teresa had said something needed to be done. Teresa's son overheard this and went to the neighbor and repeated these words. Shortly after this happened, as Stiles smoked a cigarette while watching television on the sofa, the neighbor entered his home with a semi-automatic pistol and shot him in the head twice, killing him. Mary was convicted of manslaughter. In her defense, Mary stated, "My husband was going to kill my family. I believe that from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry this happened, but my family is safe now." Stiles was widely disliked in his community, so much so that only 10 people came to his funeral, and nobody volunteered as pallbearer to carry his coffin.